flying over one of the causeways, and you can see the destructive nature.
These rooftops and pick these people up.
It's been 20 years since the fury of Hurricane Katrina was felt across the Gulf Coast and beyond. The storm made landfall as a dangerous Category 3 storm, and 2 decades later, it's still the costliest storm in U.S. history. 20 years later, 60% of the residents in New Orleans' hardest hit lower 9th Ward haven't returned. But those who have come back are showing their resilience and strength. Elizabeth Kuebel with our NBC station WDSU joins us live from New Orleans tonight with the shows of triumph and tributes to those lost. Elizabeth, New Orleans has gone through so much in these past 20 years.
Yes, we have, and there have been a series of really powerful events today to mark that 20-year milestone, including an event held at the site of the first big levee breach.
I was a little bitty boy, about 5 years old. Said my mama told me I gotta roll.
So you could hear and see right there neighbors marching at one of the spots that Hurricane Katrina hit the hardest, breaking the levee in the lower 9th Ward. That is where community members reflected on the lives lost and the courage gained. From there, they second lined in traditional New Orleans fashion to a more upbeat celebratory event that is still actually happening right now as we speak. Survivors say this is their message now, 20 years later.
I just want folks to reflect and think about the strength of the New Orleanians. So New Orleanians, we are proud New Orleanians. And so we don't want to be resilient. We want to keep that endurance, but we are proud New Orleanians, and we just want people to come back home and have a thriving next 20 years.
We are definitely proud, and August 29th, this day has been a heavy one for us for the last 20 years, but you can certainly feel that weight a little bit more on this milestone anniversary. Reporting live in New Orleans, I'm Elizabeth Kuebel.
And Elizabeth, before we let you go, you are a New Orleans native and you were there on August 29th. Can you talk about your experience and how you've seen the city grow and rebuild in these last 2 decades since Hurricane Katrina?
Yeah, so I'm actually from the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain, so that's about 25 miles outside of the city of New Orleans itself. So fortunately for us, we just dealt with that major hurricane, but not nearly the devastation that people here on the South Shore dealt with during Hurricane Katrina. And when you talk about rebuilding, I would say that some parts of the city are back. They're even better. They are thriving, but there are still neighborhoods that still do have more ways to go. Back to you.
All right, great to see that rebuilding and the strength of New Orleans. Elizabeth Kuebel for us tonight in New Orleans. Elizabeth, thanks so much for sharing your thoughts with us.